Welcome to Game of the Week. This week's game is Wonder Boy Monsterland for the Sega Ages collection on the Nintendo Switch and the Sega System 2 arcade. Play this game. Here we are, another beautiful classic of Sega Ages, bringing back grand old classics to the big screen. And in particular, a classic that I adored on the Mega Drive Genesis. However, this is the original version that released in the arcades first. And boy oh boy, was this a real joy to play through again. Though I never played the arcade, but hey, it was a fun time experience. This version of the game has got so many cool stuff. I think by far this is probably one of the best things Sega Ages has released yet. Previously, in the majority of the other Sega Ages collection games, they've always released a ton of stuff to make the games a lot easier. This one is not necessarily the case. This one, while it does have a function to make the game easier, also has a ton of stuff to make it more challenging, so now you can get back into action and have some of those fun, challenges you've always wanted to try out with this game. You have your standard arcade mode, and after you beat the game, you can do a power-up new game where you can take all of the best equipment you used from the previous file and use it in your new game right from the start. I guess in a way, with various playthroughs, it does make the game a little bit easier, but again, that's the only easy thing that they added for the most part. Aside from that power-up new game arcade mode, you have your money hungry mode and your challenge mode. For money hungry mode, all of the money that you find in the game that you get from hidden locations or random spots can no longer be manipulated to give you extra money. Now you have a smaller amount of money to work with in the entire game, so you must spend it far more wisely than you ever did before, creating a newer dynamic and a much more challenging game. And speaking of challenges, of course, there is challenge mode. Challenge mode is what you expect. 3 different challenges you can undertake for the game, and each are surprisingly fun and interesting. 2 of them being time attacks, and 1 of them being a big free-for-all to attack as much as possible, as long as you don't die. And of course, this also comes with all of your traditional options to listen to the soundtrack, play with the visual options. And again, I must say, perfect emulation. They really know what they're doing with this collection set. And each edition of Sega Ages just makes me all the more excited to see what else they're going to come out with. And quite honestly, I almost prefer this version of Wonder Boy over the one that released later on. By far, the most fun to play through, most variety, definitely your money's worth, so be sure to get it when it comes out. And that was it for your Game of the Week. So remember to tune in next time for the next Game of the Week. And until then, play Wonder Boy, and I'll see you then.